Setting and adjusting career goals is an essential part of professional growth, yet it's a process that is often misunderstood. Many people believe that once they set a goal, they must pursue it relentlessly, no matter what changes in their life or industry. But the reality is that flexibility, self-awareness, and the willingness to adapt are just as important as determination. The journey to a fulfilling career is rarely a straight line. It's a winding path that requires us to reassess, recalibrate, and sometimes even start fresh. Here's how you can set realistic career goals and know when and how to change your strategies along the way. The first step in setting realistic career goals is self-reflection. Take the time to understand your values, strengths, and passions. Consider what truly motivates you, what skills you enjoy using, and what kind of work environment brings out your best. Ask yourself where you see yourself in 5 or 10 years, but also be honest about what you're willing to sacrifice or prioritize to get there. Self-reflection isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. As you gain new experiences, your interests and values might shift, and that's perfectly normal. Once you have a sense of your direction, it's time to set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, often referred to as SMART goals. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," define what success looks like for you. Is it a certain job title, a level of income, a type of project, or the ability to balance work and personal life? The more clearly you can articulate your goals, the easier it will be to create a plan to reach them. When setting goals, consider breaking down long-term ambitions into smaller, manageable milestones. For example, if your ultimate goal is to become a department manager, your first steps might include leading a small team, taking on additional responsibilities, or earning a relevant certification. These short-term objectives give you a sense of progress and keep you motivated, while also allowing you to adjust your course as needed. But even the best-laid plans can encounter obstacles. Perhaps your industry is changing rapidly, or you've discovered that your chosen path isn't as fulfilling as you'd hoped. Maybe personal circumstances shift, or new opportunities arise that you hadn't considered before. This is where adaptability becomes crucial. It's important to regularly review your progress and reassess your goals. Set aside time every few months to reflect on what's working, what's not, and what you've learned along the way. Sometimes, you may realize that your original goal is no longer realistic or desirable. This isn't a failure, it's growth. Changing your mind in light of new information is a sign of maturity and self-awareness. If you find yourself losing motivation or feeling stuck, it might be time to pivot. Start by identifying the source of your dissatisfaction. Is it the work itself, the environment, the lack of advancement, or something else? Once you understand the root cause, you can explore alternative paths that align better with your evolving interests and circumstances. When it comes to changing strategies, don't be afraid to seek advice from mentors, colleagues, or professionals in your network. They may have faced similar challenges and can offer valuable insights or suggest resources you hadn't considered. Sometimes an outside perspective can help you see possibilities that weren't obvious before. As you adjust your goals, remember to be kind to yourself. Career growth isn't a race, and everyone's journey is unique. Comparing yourself to others can be discouraging and unproductive. Focus on your own progress and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. It's also important to stay open to learning. The skills and knowledge that got you to your current position may not be enough to take you to the next level. Invest in your professional development by taking courses, attending workshops, or reading about trends in your field. Continuous learning not only keeps you competitive, but also helps you discover new interests and possibilities. One of the most powerful strategies for adjusting your career goals is to embrace experimentation. If you're unsure about a new direction, try it out on a small scale. Volunteer for a project, take on a freelance assignment, or shadow someone in a different role. These experiences can give you valuable insights without requiring a full commitment. Over time, you'll gain a clearer sense of what works for you and what doesn't. Remember that setbacks are a natural part of any career journey. Not every goal will be achieved on the first try, and that's okay. Use challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Reflect on what went wrong, what you could do differently, and how you can use the experience to make better decisions in the future. Lastly, don't underestimate the importance of balance. Ambitious goals are important, but so is your well-being. Make sure your career aspirations align with your personal life and values. If you find yourself consistently stressed, burned out, or unhappy, it may be a sign that your goals or strategies need to be adjusted. Prioritize self-care and make time for the people and activities that bring you joy outside of work. In summary, setting and adjusting career goals is an ongoing process that requires self-reflection, adaptability, and a willingness to learn. By setting clear, realistic goals and remaining open to change, you can navigate the twists and turns of your career with confidence. Remember that your path is your own, and it's never too late to reassess, pivot, or pursue new opportunities. With patience, persistence, and a proactive approach, you can build a career that's not only successful by your own definition, but also deeply fulfilling.